Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For the most part on this channel, I like to watch the good movies, the movies that I really enjoy and like to recommend to people. However, today I'm going to talk about one that sucks. And that movie is Alien vs. Predator: REQUIEM. Of all the Alien and Predator movies, this may be the worst one. Now before I start talking about it, I would like to point out that it has been years since I've watched the first Alien vs. Predator. I don't really have too good of memory of it. I remember some things, but I do remember enjoying it. But the last time I watched the movie was around when I was like 10 or 11. So don't trust my opinion on that because I am the same kid that used to think Jurassic Park 3 was the best Jurassic Park movie. After seeing all of the other Alien and Predator movies and holding off on this one for so many years, I finally decided it was time for me to watch it. And in the end, I got what I expected. This movie takes place right where Alien vs. Predator left off, with an alien and predator hybrid bursting from a predator's chest on the predator's spaceship, causing mass hysteria that leads to the predator's spaceship crash landing on Earth. The story takes place from the perspective of multiple different people, all of which I did not even remember the names of because I did not care about any of them. The aliens and predators wage war in the city and the main characters must defend themselves from the creatures. Really, it feels a lot like a zombie movie, only this time with aliens and predators as opposed to zombies. And the first thing that I would like to point out is that this movie has terrible lighting. Now I am aware that I don't have the best lighting, but you have to give me some credit, at least you can see me. Half of this movie is so darkly lit that you cannot tell at all what is happening. I believe that when filming an action scene, the absolute last thing you want from it is to be unable to see it. This movie serves as a perfect example of how important lighting is to a movie. Bad lighting is enough to ruin an entire film. Except even with good lighting, I'm sure this movie would still suck. The script is of course one of the things that stands out the most in a movie, and if you have a bad script, your movie is almost always doomed. Such is the case with this movie. All of the characters in this are either unlikable or very forgettable. Whoever wrote this does not know how real people talk at all. You can make a character be a jerk but still make them likable, and I don't think this movie knows how to do that. Of all of the terrible things in this movie, one of the best bad parts in it is every scene with the bullies. One of the main characters in this movie is a pizza delivery guy, and he delivers pizza to a girl's house. That girl just happens to be the girlfriend of the bullies, and they just beat him up for no reason at all, and she just watches and doesn't do anything about it. Every character in this movie lacks so much charisma, and the dialogue just feels so alien. And I don't mean like the first movie, I mean it sounds like it was written from someone from another planet. They even try to recreate the famous "get to the chopper" line, and it comes off so awkward. Why would they even try to reference any of the other films when this movie feels so out of place with the other ones? Nothing about the Alien vs. Predator movies feels canon with the Alien and Predator series. My favorite Predator movie is Predator 2 because of its setting. It has this RoboCop-esque late 90s LA style to it. And the Alien vs. Predator movies must be pretending that that world never existed because this has like a very early 2000s-esque style, you know, modern day back then, and it does not feel at all like that movie. Also, the Alien prequels like Prometheus state that the Xenomorphs were still in the creation process, and that movie's set in the way future, so they weren't even around yet. It feels like the people who made these movies knew that Alien and Predator were cool monsters, but they really understood nothing else about why people enjoy each series. I think the best way to look at the Alien vs. Predator movies is to just see them as their own thing. There is even a tease for a sequel at the end of this movie, and thank God that never happened. However, despite all of my complaining, there are still a few good things I can say about this movie. The effects in this movie seem to be pretty good. I think all of the Alien and Predator movies have really good effects, except for Alien 3. But the poor lighting in this movie does not give us a chance to enjoy the effects properly. It's also nice that this movie has an R rating as opposed to the first Alien vs. Predator, which was PG-13 for some reason. This movie has a lot more freedom and they're allowed to show a lot more blood and gore that was missing from the first one. However, that is really not enough to save this movie. Overall, Rectum is a complete mess with very little working in its favor. I would only recommend this to the die-hard Alien and Predator fans, but I don't even think they will get that much enjoyment out of this. So those are all my thoughts on this movie. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.